How's it going, guys, and welcome back to my Dragon's Maze set review. And this time we're going to be blue, and we start off things with Aetherling. We're going to start off strong. I really like this card. It's 4 and 2 blue for a 4/5, which isn't aggressively overcosted. It's not undercosted. It's just, I think it's perfect in my opinion. It does have the double blue, which can kind of throw it off in some decks, but come on, with all the dual lands and everything, I don't think you'll have a problem trying to cast this. In standard, I think it's going to be pretty good because it resists killing it. It makes it unblockable too, and it can also get huge. So this, any kind of cipher paired with anything that you really just need to keep getting through, I really like this card. In limited, it's going to be fun. In commander, it's going to be bonkers. Yeah, I really like this card. I'm giving it like a 4 to a 4.5 out of 5. I like this card. I think it's going to go places. There's very few cards that I would rate a 5, and this is one that could contend with it just for the set. Like, if I was just looking at the sets, it could contend. But I just don't think it'll get there because it is double costing, double blue. So, but it's still very good nonetheless. So. It also reoccurs, evolve. It's it's nice. Next is Hidden Strings. I think it's good for limited, definitely. It's better than Hands of Binding in the fact that it taps it taps 2 things, or it can untap 2 things, or it can tap 1 thing and untap something. Plus, it's Cipher. It only costs 2, but it's a freaking sorcery. Ugh, why do they do this? I don't know. That's why they probably had to make it tap or untap 2 things, is because it's a sorcery. So I think it's fine. I think it'll be good for limited. If you can get a dude by, you're going to keep things tapped down, you're going to untap your land, I think it's pretty good. Next is the Maze Glider. Like I said, I really don't like the Maze guys. 6 mana for a 3/5 flyer that gives all your multicolors flying really is kind of underwhelming. Yeah. So I rated Hands of Binding? No, Hidden Strings, excuse me. I rated Hidden Strings about a 2.5, probably a 2, a solid 2. Maze Glider is definitely like a 1. I hate the Maze guys. They're just bleh. Mind Static, counter target spell unless its controller pays 6. That's kind of cool. I don't think it's going to be any good in anything really, because it costs 4, and 4 is kind of a lot for a counter spell. But on the other hand, it doesn't cost 2 in double blue, which a lot of ones that cost 4 do. So I don't think it's going to be terrible. I don't think it's going to have any. I don't think it's going to be seen in standard. If it does, it has a better chance out of all the 4 costing counter spells because of its single blue cost. That's the only thing I think that has it going for it. In Commander, it'd be really fun because you always have an abundance of mana. You can have an abundance of mana, and paying 6 for something is pretty harsh. So I'm gonna give it a probably a 2, a solid 2, a high 2. Murmuring Phantasm is a wall. He's just a 0/5 defender for 2. He's not terrible. He's not good. It's kind of just he's a 1 out of 5. Here's another Gatekeeper. When it comes into play, if you have 2 or more gates, draw a card for 4. Drawing a card for 4 and having a 2/4 body isn't really that exciting. 1.5. Runner's Bane. 1 in a blue enchant creature with power 3 or less. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature does not untap during its controller's untap step. I don't know. Don't really like it. I gave it a 1. Trait Doctoring. It's cute. Color changing on Cipher. It's kind of cool, but it really doesn't have any applications that I can see, so I'm going to give it a 1. Undiscovered Clues. I really like this card actually for decks that really utilize instants and sorceries. You get to look at the top 4 cards of your library. You can reveal up to 2 instants and or sorceries from them and put them into your hand, and then put the rest on the bottom, and it only costs 3. So I think it's pretty good. People are already using what's his name? I can't think of cards today. People are already using the other guy. I just don't know what his name is, but he comes into play, costs 3, he's a 1/4, and you look at the top 3, I think, and you put an instant in your hand. It can't be a sorcery, so this gives you a little bit more digging power and the ability to keep 2 cards if you find them. So I gave that one a, let's see, I gave it a 3.5 because I think it'll actually see play in Standard. And then we have Windrake, which is just Windrake. Alright guys, that's it for the blue. Click on the annotation up in the upper right hand corner to go to the black. If you want to go back and see my white review, click on the annotation in the left hand upper corner, and I'll see you next time.